Yeah, but it's true, ladies and gentlemen, that Joe Biden, he gave Hillary Clinton that grip, that frat grip around the hips, baby. And they counted it. They said, man, this man has held on to this lady's hips for approximately 30 seconds without letting loose. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, for a man that don't get out there and walk it out and talk it out, 30 seconds can be a lifetime in the jacuzzi. Oh, baby. Stars are born. Stars fall out the sky. All kinds of stuff. Cool Whip comes out of everywhere. Where'd that Cool Whip come from? It came from Joe Biden holding on to Hillary Clinton's her hips, for 30 seconds after she came down off of that plane. I tell you, man, where's your wife? And a lot of women are gonna tell you that. I know you went to the boardroom. I know you went down there to Woodmere Taverns. I know you went to celebrations. I know you went to the Cracker Barrel. But that back page is eventually going to tell you, at the heat of the moment, does your wife know that you're here? Where is she? Oh, baby. And I'm going to tell you, that's a trick of the trade. That was taught to the back page girls and the call girls. If you want to get your money without getting wet up, trying to tell you, trying to hurry up and get somewhere and get this thing over with. Goddamn, in the heat of the moment, you ask that joker, where is his wife? And you say it with force. And you pull those sweatpants up. You pull those spandex up. You pull those panties up. Where is your wife? You see what I'm saying? And at that time, a lot of times that mushroom will come all the way down. You know what I mean? Like, man, what happened to your mushroom? You know what I mean? Let's say she pulled a quickie on you. Where's your wife? Oh, baby. Trying to tell you, she did that thing just like goddamn, like Young and the Restless, baby. Hey. Soon as you put the money on the nightstand, soon as you pay for that trick or treat, baby, she pulled up them Victoria's Secrets. Where is your wife? Oh, douche, 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 douche. I'm trying to tell you. And you're always saying, what the hell has your wife got to do with this? You see what I'm saying? But you can't call the police though. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about it. Why can't they just understand how the gentleman does it? You know what I mean? They always got to pull that Jerry Springer on you. They always got to pull that Mark Povich on you. They always got to do that Ricky Lake to you. And that Steve Wilkos. Where's your wife? The hell does your wife have to do with it anyway? You paid to play. And she done turned your mushroom into a douche, 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 douche. Turned that thing to a McCormick goddamn shredded wheat, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Douche, 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 douche. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people know Red Riding Hood. And they know the big bad wolf, and sometimes you are Little Red Riding Hood. You got the pants on, you got the belt. You know what I'm saying? You the head of the household. But how did that trick or treat back page girl turn you into Little Red Riding Hood? And she was the big bad Victoria's Secret. Douche, 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 douche. You see what I'm saying? Because what big ears your wife has. Your wife ain't nowhere to be found. But you know that she can hear that lady say that. Don't you dare say that. My wife can hear a long way from here. My wife got them damn supersonic ears, baby. My wife can hear through walls and galaxies and universes and supernovas. She can hear to the other side of reality. Where is your wife? Dish, 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 dish. You see what I'm saying, lady? I tell you, lady, why can't they just handle business the way that they supposed to? You in customer service, you trying to get your furniture polished up. I need my furniture polished. You go to customer service, you next in line. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they done gave you enough time to pull it out that bag, have it goddamn pointed due north 90 degrees, and then when you get up there, where's your goddamn driver's license? Where is your wife? I'm trying. You done goddamn put the thing back in the bag. Like, nah, man, just don't even. Just forget it, man. Shit. You see what I'm saying, man? But I guess, ladies and gentlemen, just like Britney Spears and just like Shar Barbecue Jackson, a woman is fed up, and there's probably nothing you can't really do about it. Now that she's fed up and she's milked R. Kelly out of all of his muscle milk, now she don't need him no more, you know. And Celie, her daddy was, you see what I'm saying? Celie's daddy was really taking all the lunch out of their lunchbox. And every time they woke up, they didn't have nothing in the lunchbox because their daddy was taking it, you know what I'm saying? And Mister came and saved Celie, you know what I'm saying? The only thing he told Celie is, don't you be combing my baby hair. Don't you be combing her nappy hair like that, I'm gonna slap you in your mouth. And that's the only time he ever did anything to her. But Oprah made that seem like that was, man, she acted like that was the damn Vietnam conflict. Don't you comb my baby hair that hard. And when she cried, you got there, put that comb down. I'll pop you in your mouth. You know what I mean? But see, Oprah, she made a real event out of that. You know what I mean? She made it was like it was the most traumatic event in history, in Sunshine Center, in Family Guidance Center history. Don't you comb my baby hair like that. I'll pop you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You hear that baby saying, that baby calling for her daddy. Daddy called her daddy, save her. Don't you comb my baby hair like that. I'll hit you in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? But what they did, they blowed it out of proportion. They got that lollipop and they blowed it way out. Whoa, ooh. They really blowed that lollipop out of proportion. Yes, they did. And they left a bill on it. They left an outrageous bill in a peach there. A peach and a bill. How could you leave a receipt, a bill payment, and a peach on the table after a lollipop blown out of proportion like that? You see what I'm saying? And that girl was just an intern, ladies and gentlemen. Celie was only there. Mister came and saved her from the tyranny of those basket of deplorables living at home with mama and daddy now. You know what I'm saying? Because Celie and Nettie, they was living at home with mama and daddy now. And they was stealing all of their Capri Suns and all their Lunchables out their lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? And when they get to school, they needed free lunch because their mama and daddy going and they're stealing it from their children. You know what I'm saying? So Mister came and saved Celie. He didn't want her. He wanted Nettie. But he said Their daddy said, you can't have Nettie because she's round and brown. You know what I mean? She's a back page girl. She's America's next top model that's going to stay at home. We ain't going to let you go pro. We could use you around here with a round and brown like that. You know what I mean? You could tell she went to Jeff Davis. Yeah, before you go to the WNBA, you need to report back to Montgomery with that round and brown that you got to serve your community. You know what I'm saying? We could use you around here. We don't need you in the WNBA. We need you at Carter Hill Road at 8 o'clock in the morning for the bus get there. And that nice round and brown, baby. I'm trying to tell you. I know you have dreams and a nice aspiration. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, back to the aspartame. A lot of people say, how can they get that thing to taste that good? They got no sugar in it. I just don't believe it. There got to be some sugar in there somewhere. And I'm going to tell you, just like Pastor McFarland, baby, you don't need sugar to get that goddamn sugar flavor, baby. Goddamn Pastor McFarland, baby. He made a rump roast, baby, taste like cotton candy. Baby. They said they was just going in there, just getting on top of that man's lap. He wasn't even asking. Now, hey, good morning, church. He said they were just flying in his lap, laying on that lap, ready to get that spanking. You know what I'm saying? Look how many girls want a spanking this morning. You know what I'm saying? But you know the ritual. Pastor McFarland got to eat that rump roast first. That Boston butt. Before I spank your butt, you got to goddamn preheat that Boston butt. Oh, baby. With a little carrot and about damn potato in it. Oh, baby. Got some real good gravy coming on up there. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, that's why they say that stuff that seasons that Diet Dr. Pepper and that Diet Coke, what is it? Why does it taste like sugars in it? It's aspartame. You got that right, man. It could be nothing packing no flavor like that but aspartame. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, our religious leaders, they get away with, ladies and gentlemen, they get away with a whole lot of stuff because it's theory. That's what it is. There's no law behind it. You know what I mean? There's no law behind what they do. You know what I'm saying? They leave that temple. They got that Oxford shirt on. They got that mean mug like you're an evildoer and we're righteous. But there's no law nowhere to back that. There's no state law. There's no United States law that backs what they're saying. So they, they use a lot of peer pressure to do the things that they do. A whole lot of peer pressure. There's no law written that they can really do what they do. So you got to think about how many years they've been getting away with eating that rump roast, putting those carrots in that Boston butt, and then disciplining your child at the same time. While you watch, with a half of a stiffy, you know what I'm saying? You're feeling half dead and half awake because you should discipline your own child. But you got your pastor up there doing it for you. I bet your pastor like, this mug is really weak, you know what I'm saying? This family is really weak as hell because they bringing me their child to do it, to do that discipline on it while they watch, you know what I mean? I tell you, ladies. So you got to ask yourself, who has the muscles around this place? Who has the muscles, ladies? You see what I'm saying? Who has the muscles? Because he don't have no law. He don't have no lawyer that tell him. He don't have a lawyer that can back him if he get in trouble. He don't have no law to lean on if he get caught for doing what he's doing. But look how many decades and years and centuries he's been doing. See what I'm saying? Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, some people get keys to the kingdom. Some people get keys to another Mercedes for doing the Mountain Dew. But trying to tell you, I'll say that Madeira is going to the Blue Flame. Oh, baby. Madeira going to the Foxy Lady and to the Magic City. Boom, shakalaka. Madeira goes to living the La Vida Loca in Panama City. Shake what your mama gave you. Nevertheless, ladies, I tell you, I don't want you to turn away from your don't turn away from your pastor or whatever you do. I'm just telling you. It's got to be something to wake somebody up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Does your daughter think that the pastor do it better than you do it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's say it. That your daughter likes getting instructed from the edification of your pastor rather than their own family. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, it's pretty sad. Pastor got his own family too. You know what I'm saying? He have his own shortcomings, and he got a whole lot of stuff he falling short on. But your daughter rather go there than to listen to you. You know what I mean? Pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. I tell you, and it's bad when they say it takes a village to satisfy your daughter. Ooh! It took a village to raise his daughter. Oh, it sure did. It took a village, a city, and a town, baby. I tell you, it took a whole lot of people to raise. It took a whole lot of people to raise that child. It really did, right? A whole lot of them. Say the pastor would say that was one that he really couldn't get a grip on. That one. That one that it took a village to raise. Hey, man. She was a real beast. You know what I'm saying? And it's bad when they say that you're the beauty and she's the beast, baby. Ready?